So how can you make $1,000 a day using Craigslist? Because Craigslist is underutilized. So no BS, no games, no fluff. It's gonna require some work, but I'm gonna show you guys how you can do it. Let's go. So what's up, guys? This is 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗡𝗦, and you have reached the Roughneck's Ecom channel. If you want to learn how to make money online or offline, then you need to be right here. I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller. I'm also an honorably discharged Air Force veteran. Graduated from Penn State and started a career as a software engineer and leveraged that to build my businesses. If you guys have any questions on how to make money, you're gonna find all your answers right here, so stay tuned. What's up, Roughnecks? Welcome back. All right, today we're gonna be talking about Craigslist and essentially how you guys can do what I did in order to make yourselves around $1,000 a day. All right, no BS, no games, no gimmicks. You can make big bank off Craigslist. It's gonna be a little tough though. You gotta actually work, all right? And I know a lot of people want that get rich quick stuff, which is why you see all of these other YouTube channels blowing up, versus mine, because they're talking about get rich quick schemes, and that's just not what we do over here. We talk about the real deal, okay? Real deal, real longevity, real business, okay? Real side hustle stuff. Now, when it comes to Craigslist, a lot of people, overlook it because they feel that it's an antiquated, platform. Okay. Now, granted, Craigslist hasn't really evolved much since its inception, but it is still very, very useful. Case in point, my man behind the camera, I found on Craigslist, and he makes a very handsome amount of money off me each month, and it just keeps going up because I have him shooting all types of stuff, from the girls for OnlyFans and all my car stuff and everything else, right? And then when I travel, he travels and all that. So he makes a good chunk off me. Now, you guys may not be videographers or photographers or whatever, but if you have a skill, people are gonna pay you for it. Case in point, and I'm gonna talk about this. If you guys haven't liked this video by now, or look below in the description for my social links and have followed me yet, if you guys haven't done so, you should. But I was talking about this on Instagram actually, where some people are like, man, I'm trying to get my business off the ground, but I don't have any money for marketing or advertising. It's cool, baby. It's cool, because Craigslist is the way to go. Now, back in the day, when I was actively tuning cars, using the laptop, clickety click, 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 making them all fast and stuff, or faster, I was actually tuning on Chrome and HonData, okay? Chrome was like a knockoff version of HonData, for people who couldn't afford HonData, and, they wanted to tune their Hondas way back when. All right, so, you get your P28 ECU, get the chip soldered in, man, get the HonData, S300. Yeah, I mean, like anything less than that was kind of like ass. Like you really wasn't doing shit if you got less than the S300. But that's besides the point. Now, I didn't really have a big fan base or client base back then. I was just starting off, and if you guys know anything about Hondas, like you can't really blow up an all-motor B series, with tuning, unless you're really like riding razor's edge. All right, so I essentially learned, my friends' cars. I took my time. It took me hours and hours and hours to even get decent power out of them because I was still learning. But over time, I developed a skill set and then started marketing on Craigslist. Okay, this is before I started tuning Evos and GTRs and Subarus and stuff like that. Now, at the time, I was only tuning for like 150 to 250 bucks because I really didn't have a name, and I couldn't compete with the guys who were charging $500, $600, $700, $800 per tune. Even though mine were just as good, if not better, in some cases, because I was actively taking the time to learn more and more and more and more. Okay, but I went to Craigslist. Okay. And if you guys are in my course, you guys will actually see, all my listings that I had from way back when, when I was selling on Craigslist and stuff like that. Even, recently back into like the early 2010s. All right, so now I would say, I'd create my, my listing, and the whole template would be, something like, HonData tune or Chrome tune or whatever, and then I'd break down everything that was going to be done. And it'd be very, very enticing. Like, if you're looking to make more power, you're trying to get out there and, whoop up on, the SRT4s and stuff. Because back then, SRT4 neons were really, really big. The Evo platform obviously was coming about and was in its, infancy here in America. Same with the Subarus and stuff like that. I was like, if you want to be beating up on these cars, you need to get tuned here and here. And then, I had my data sheet, I had my, the plot points and everything like that, so people could see, how much power before and after. And I started making money. I started making a lot of money, because most people, they were charging hundreds and hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars a tune, and I'm charging 150 to 250. Okay, so within a span of like 2 months, I made 10 G's like that, like clockwork. I was tuning my ass off, all day, every day. Now, if my price had been higher, definitely would have made even more money. So when you break it down, per price point, like I could have done $1,000 a day very, very easily. Knowing what I know now, it definitely would have been somewhere around there. But I didn't know what I didn't know back then, but you guys do. Okay, so what you guys, or guys and gals, gender neutrals, whatever, what you're gonna do is figure out what skill you're good at. Okay, and I know everybody's good at something, you just don't realize it yet. Okay, if you're bomb at cooking, do some meal prep. Advertise your meal prep. All right, advertise your meal prep on Craigslist. Okay, there are plenty of people out there willing to pay for meal prep. Okay, I'm one of them. Like, no BS, I am one of those people that would pay for meal prep because I don't have as much time these days to, to cook for myself because I'm busy, shooting content for you guys, handling my automation clients, handling, the girls that I manage for OnlyFans, handling, my employees in the barbershop and all this other stuff. I have 1,000,001 things going on. I don't want to come home at the end of the day and cook food. All right, I don't. If you guys are all about cleaning, okay, you guys can charge pretty much whatever you want. People like me, like my house isn't, generally very, very nasty because I'm just not that person. Like I'm a very, clean person in general. So, let's say you guys are like, all right, you got this house and it's going to cost $300 to clean. It might take you a couple hours out of your day, but boom, you can knock out 3 or 4 of those a day, guys. Like people like me pay. And we really don't like complain about the price too often until it's like, yo, this is, all right, you asking for too much. All right. I'm just going to be real with you. Most people will pay because they don't want to do it themselves. Right? Like I don't have a cleaning lady, just yet, like a full-time cleaning lady, but I will when I move to the big house this year. But, like that cleaning, obviously photography, videography, I needed a videographer because I wanted to shoot more vlog style content. And my man, Chris, I miss you so much, man. He ended up moving to Vegas and obviously he can't be here to shoot, content like this for me. So, I had to get someone else, but now YouTube doesn't even pay me enough to, support this. Like it's an expense that, I pay for because I enjoy it, so imagine you're spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month and you're not recouping anything of it. But if I'm willing to spend that kind of money, there's others out there willing to spend that kind of money too. So you could easily make 5 figures every single month having a skill like that. Maybe being a nanny. Again, people like me who, might have to travel or do something as far as business goes. They're kind of, busy out and about. Congratulations. Nannies get paid bank. Want to know how I know? Because I got a nanny. All right. And it's expensive, very expensive. But good help is hard to come by and you will pay for good help. Okay. Now, my next thing, I need to find an executive assistant, someone that kind of filters up all the BS. They go through the messages and anything that ain't about money, don't get to me. Any problems that they can solve at the lower level, they solve. I don't want to be dealing with all the BS that I deal with. An executive assistant can charge pretty much whatever they want. And they're going to get paid very handsomely. The skills that you guys have, organizational skills, shopping for other people. I don't want to have to drive out like, yo, I love you, Frankie, but there's sometimes I don't want to have to drive 40 minutes to go pick my shoes up. I could send somebody else. I could send a runner and be like, hey, yo, I need you to drive down there to go pick my shoes up. Is it going to cost me extra money? Yeah. But I would pay for someone to go pick that up and not, like Uber, Lyft or whatever, or DoorDash. Even though I use DoorDash, like you could do this for people. You could be, a runner of sorts. For hiring clients that don't want to go do things themselves. Like, yo, I need you to go pick this up. I give you $500 to go pick this up right now. Go to New York and go pick this up. Guys, there is so much opportunity out there and Craigslist is underutilized because a lot of people think that it's too old to make money with. That is not true. The fact that most people are moving away from it to try their hand at Facebook ads is perfect. It's perfect because it's less competition for you to get in and start making money because people use Craigslist all the time to find homes, to find, gigs, to find whatever they need. They're using Craigslist more often than not. Okay, that's why it's still around because it's still really viable. Okay, you can set your price at whatever. A photo shoot, okay, a photo shoot for, the girls. If I didn't have a content team, it would cost around $500 to $1,000 per shoot. We shoot on a weekend so I can fly all the girls in and, they could be at, whatever mansion we're going to be at, whatever penthouse, whatever. And they shoot all that day. So imagine $500 to $1,000 for that one day for, a span of 12 hours, whatever. Next day, same thing. You can make some serious loot. You can make 15, 20 G's like that. If you're doing them types of shoots, like as long as your quality is up there, people will pay you. People will pay you, no doubt, because I know I do. You know, so you guys may not think so, you may not believe it, but I can tell you firsthand, this is from someone who pays other people to do things for them because now I'm so busy. They will pay. There's people that are above me. My friends make way more money than me because I give so much money so much of my money away. They don't, but they're making $5, $6, $7 million a year, and they spend. Okay, guess what? I knew this one chick who is my friend's executive assistant. She was not qualified to be an executive assistant, but old girl was getting paid, and she learned the job on the fly. Okay, you don't have to have all the skills right then and there. You just have to be good enough to, kind of fake the funk. You have to be good enough to perform, and then you can learn all the rest along the way. Okay, that's just what it is. The videos that we shoot now were not the videos that we shot in the beginning. Okay, when I first got John. Okay, like they were good, but now we have our own style. We have a rapport. We know what works and what doesn't. You might not know about your client base in the beginning, but guess what? You will over time. Craigslist brings a whole wealth of people together, whether, they're affluent or not affluent or whatever. So, some of my friends who making bank, they still use Craigslist because they are technology illiterate. They don't know squat about anything outside of like Craigslist and eBay. That's it. They don't know nothing. They don't, Angie's List, they're like, what's that? They know Craigslist though. And you guys have every opportunity to use it. Mechanical services, detailing, whatever it is. Just please, guys, when you create your listings, you want to entice people and you want to make sure that you kind of suck them in. You want to hook, line, and sinker. Clickbait it, bro. Clickbait it. All right? Clickbait the hell out of it if you have to, because that's what's going to get people over there. And Craigslist is underutilized by people because they want to post on Facebook ads and everything else. You can essentially get business for practically free. For freezy. You ain't got to spend money on Facebook ads because people are still searching on Craigslist for all types of things every day. I know I do when I need something. I don't necessarily want to have to search through Facebook. Craigslist is right there. I found some of my barbers, right off Craigslist. No BS. And guess what? They got a job. They got a place that's safe. They went on a retreat with me down in Miami. They got the party turn up and everything. And they get to make money doing so. What could be better than that, guys? Advertise your services. I'm just saying. Just going to put that out there. If you guys don't want, that's on you. But I promise you, if you go out there and you put your services on Craigslist, you'll make money. If you got a pressure washer, and this is how you're going to tell. If you have a pressure washer right now, you can do, like siding cleaning or whatever, spraying down people's siding, windows, concrete, clean up the algae, all that. Go advertise. Advertise your services at $50 for, like a siding clean. Like, yo, we're gonna pressure wash your siding. Advertise it for $50. I promise you, I 100% promise you, you will get somebody asking about it. You will get somebody asking about it because guess what? Those types of things, that service sells very well every single time. You can make $300, $400, $500 in a weekend just for a half hour, 45 minutes of your time each time, spraying down some siding, cleaning up siding, cleaning off the stucco or the driveway. Don't believe me? Try it. Promise you. 100% promise you. Case in point, a dude that follows me on Facebook, my man bought a pressure washer, went out there and started, cleaning driveways and doing siding. My man makes a few $100s every weekend. His name is Eric. If you follow me on Facebook, shameless plug, link below. My man Eric, been doing it. He's been making bank. So while you guys are sleeping in on the weekends, my man is out there hustling, making hundreds of dollars every weekend. Every weekend. That shit adds up. That could be an extra 10, 15, 20 G's a year in your pocket. Now, I don't know about in your pocket. I mean, supposedly we're supposed to pay taxes and stuff. I ain't telling you not to pay taxes. I ain't telling you to pay taxes. But I'm saying if you can get away with, getting your cash, who gonna know? Because I ain't gonna snitch. You know me, I ain't snitching on nobody making money, baby. So that being said, man, be safe, be smart. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.